set for 3 rounds in the Shamrock FC 145-pound kickboxing division. Introducing first on my right, fighting tonight out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. He weighed in at 145.8 pounds. Fighting out of Casablanca, Morocco, ladies and gentlemen, Nasser Matrane! And his opponent on my left, fighting tonight out of the red corner. This kickboxer stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed in 145.6 pounds. Fighting out of Kansas City, Missouri, Roman Sheffield!
This is a very loud crowd here tonight in Kansas City, Missouri. Nasser Matrane in the blue tape, Roman Sheffield in the red. Referee Zach Tybris has the call for the fight, and here we go.
Yeah, we've seen Roman fight. Now he puts on a good show. You know, for only being 2-0, he's very composed and very accurate. So let's see what he does here.
You know, really, this card is kind of one of those that it harkens back to almost like the Strikeforce Challenger days, whenever it was all of the young guys coming up, really making it to the big leagues. And now these guys here, you know, again, 0-0, 2-0, not a lot of fights in them, but they come out and they give it all to us.
And sometimes those are the better fights. You know?
Oh, big kick there out of Matrane.
Yeah. They know they got to make a statement, so they fight even tougher.
Little smack talk out of both of these guys here.
Makes for a better fight.
Nasser almost has kind of that side karate style.
A little awkward. But they're both getting after it.
Yeah,
so.
Sheffield kind of has always kind of tried to keep him at distance.
Yeah.
As you see, they're keeping that front hand out.
Tries to use that range, which is smart.
A little low blow there.
Accidents do happen.
Roman Sheffield will get 5 minutes to recover, but I think he's ready to jump back into the action.
Yeah. Oh.
Nasser just comes flying out here. Nasser is really kind of bullying Sheffield.
Wasting no time at all.
Yeah, which is something that I don't think Sheffield is used to.
No, he's not. And for this guy to be a go-getter, you know, it being his first fight here, that's something impressive.
Matrane coming out of Rudy Bear's academy over there. You know, a lot of tough guys there in the caveman crew.
Oh, yeah.
Tybris separates them and back into the action. Going upstairs there out of Nasser. Nasser really, he's kind of playing that power sidekick thing.
Yeah, you know, and he's willing to take anything just to give what he's got.
Now Sheffield's just kind of irking him on here.
Yep.
Both of them kind of swinging for the fences. Oh, big uppercut there out of Nasser. Nice.
They both got a little cockiness coming out of them, and it's making for a good fight. That was a great first round.
Yeah, as we look here back at our instant replay there, nice side kick there coming out of Nasser. So now here, as we see Rudy Bears here with Nasser Matrane, what advice would you be giving him?
Do what you're doing. You know, I think he won that first round, and I just think he needs to continue doing what he's doing. I mean, he's been real close to landing something solid, just barely missing him, so he just needs to keep it up. But I do see that he's gassing a little bit. I see his mouth open, breathing a little heavy, and Sheffield over here, he's fresh. So we'll see if that plays. That could be a little experience there on Sheffield's side.
Both of them just coming out swinging. Now, Nasser's got to watch the idea. He keeps ducking his head to that one particular shot.
Yeah.
Once you find that out, if you can time that right. But both of these guys here in the pocket are just throwing bombs.
Oh, yeah. Sheffield needs to keep those hands up, though, because his opponent's been throwing some high kicks, so he's got to watch that. Get your hands back up.
Action is slowing here just a bit. But, of course, I mean, they have put so much into this so far already.
Yeah, they have, but, I mean, they'll get it going again.
Oh, big overhand right there coming out of Nasser. Throwing some bombs, trying to hold Sheffield against the cage.
He's just bombarding them there. Another low blow.
Down to 1 minute remaining here in the second round of this 3-round contest. That one hurt.
Sheffield's better when he keeps that range. He needs to try to keep that range.
There it was, right there. I talked about that duck under.
Yep, he ran into it a little bit.
Sheffield now trying to mount a little bit more here. But again, he's throwing from downstairs. Eats a huge left and a right.
Yeah.
Nasser just throwing those wild hooks.
Landed it too.
At this level, they are not allowed to knee each other in the head, and that's where that one went. Referee Zach Tybris right on top of the action here, catches that and calls a timeout to give Nasser a moment to recover.
That's good. He didn't get a point taken away, so.
Oh, looking for that spin. Now they're throwing from behind. A little capoeira action there.
Yeah. A little bad blood there.
I mean.
He's throwing a couple after the bell. You know, the ref needs to get in there a little quicker after that, but they're not liking it. They're not liking each other, so this will be a good third round.
Yeah, as we take a look here at our instant replay again, a jab thrown there out of Sheffield. Nice left hand there, though, out of Nasser Matrane. Answered then again with that right hand. Getting some coaching there from Tyler Rowe. So now, Evers in this corner here of Roman Sheffield, what advice has he got to do, and how do you see the card so far?
Well, since he got that point taken away last round, he needs to go in and finish. He needs to definitely win this round and finish, most likely finish his opponent to get this victory.
So you see this as 2-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it 2-0 because of that point deduction.
Sure.
If anything, one even.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely. Third and final round. The crowd is going absolutely nuts here for Nasser Matrane. Oh, again, little low shot there. Oh,
nice. Good, great timing. Great position.
Gonna call that one a knockdown. Knockdown is any damaging blow that sends you to the canvas.
Yep. And the ref did good on that. That was legit.
Sheffield here very unorthodox with his kicks now for this third round.
Yeah, they're landing too, so he's figured something out.
The other thing we don't see very often is two southpaws against each other.
Yeah, no, that's not him. That's very rare.
Oh, sent Sheffield flying.
Little taunting there.
A lot of spinning kicks coming there. You can't touch the ground, though. We are down to just 45 seconds remaining here in this bout.
Still throwing big bombs.
Pretty good way to open up the striking portion of this card.
Absolutely. Two youngsters getting after it. Who wants some more?
Down to 30 seconds again. Nice shot to the body with that spinning kick. Sheffield answers right back, though. Nice one going upstairs there out of Sheffield. Answers back low. Big one. Thought he was going to throw him there for a minute.
Thought he was going to throw another head
yeah.
knee.
And that is the match, ladies and gentlemen, here for our first kickboxing bout of the evening. Good back and forth action again. Like we said, this is a lot of the younger guys that are out there looking to make a statement in the game. You know, I mean, you remember the old Strikeforce Challengers series.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
It was one of those that it really kind of, you got to showcase on the national level at that point in time. And that's what these guys are really getting to do now under the Shamrock FC lights.
Absolutely. And you know what? Going to see which ones deserve it, which ones go further. And it's great to see, watch their, career build off that.
Both of these guys think that they have done enough to take it here. Don't forget, we have plenty of action to come here live from Ameristar in Kansas City, Missouri. Jeremy Johnson along with Vicious Bobby Volker. Let's send this one up to the cage to Joe Parisi to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of our 3 scheduled rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for your official decision. And ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges and cage side have scored this contest the same. 28-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision out of the blue corner, Nasser Matrane!
Good first win over a good opponent.
Very tough opponent in Roman Sheffield. Now we get the win there. So, Bobby, let's talk about how the rules of that worked there real quick. It was just, so with the loss of the point, that's where we came down. Basically, they saw Nasser winning 2 rounds and 1 coming there. So it was a good amount of action there with it. And so with that, though, we have more action to come here at Shamrock Fighting Championships, and we'll be right back right after this.